when last we left our lovely lads and ladies.
I like that.
That one's okay.
I like that. That one's good. That one's
good.
a little non-binary
Yeah.
exclusive, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Lad is all encompassing.
As a non-binary,
you know-
listen, as a non-binary, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Falls in the category of dude.
Yeah.
This group of queers.
We're here, we're queer, and we're top tier. Welcome to it, Pride Month.
I was about to say I love that our token straight is the GM.
Is the DM. All of the players.
This is how it
queer.
works. This is how it works.
What about Lemmy?
This is in fact how we do it.
But when last we left them,
Yeah.
there were bad dreams, and then there were discussions and meditations, and
It was really cool.
reached out through the
Punch
force
the Jedi.
to the Unav, and then yes, Nyx did punch the Jedi, and now that was
Platonically.
only. Oh, also, and we touched Lemmy, we force booped him,
We learned his tragic backstory.
and Ray did, and then shared as best she could.
Well, didn't share it all, just said that he's better off, but you know what? It's fair.
as best she could. I said what I said. I know my words. But that was just day one of this downtime. We have a week until the procession, the mass funeral, where the senator, I have it written down. Don't you worry about anything. Senator Wiley Jahir will be arriving for the processions. He has a ship that you guys did. Oh boy. No. Oh no. This is bad.
Talk about what we did, Justin. Talk about what Cal did.
No, I wrote down the species that this individual is. I spelled it wrong, and so when I attempted to Google it to re-give myself a visual, I instead got an OnlyFans account. That's the top result. So, hold on. Star Wars.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode of Star Wars: The First Resistance. We hope you have a pleasant evening.
Yes, this is what I'm going for. Definitely didn't spell it right. There we go. I fixed it. But anyway, what did Cal do last time? Oh yes, he purified the crystals. I'd almost forgotten that. Wow. Hold on. Putting that
It
in
was
my
super
notes.
fucking cool.
I could never forget it.
Yeah.
Cal
got
has
to
a
be
lot of
really,
really
really
good
cool.
moments. It makes me happy.
But with that being said, you are confident that the Unav got the message. There is no more bled kyber crystal inside Lemmy. They are healed and purified. But the week is technically yours. I have a few things that are going to happen.
Ooh.
Whether I like it or not.
Oh?
Whether
But
you
the
like
best-
it or not, but you're the DM.
I don't know how to tell you that I'm so barely in control of the world. I'd like the Death Star to not be. Just to not be.
Thing. Just
Yeah.
not exist.
And that just
It'd
doesn't
be
happen
like-
yet.
It's like if each of us were in control of like the gas pedal, the brakes, the steering wheel, and Justin just had the radio.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it.
I'm gonna stop. That is the most apt. Everyone's like, "Oh, the DM's God. Oh, he's God of the world." Like, what? If you think your God is the DM, you clearly have never DM'd for a long time or do it wrong.
The only
No,
thing the
I'm
DM
at
is
the-
in
I'm
charge
at the
of
radio.
is either turning it to Benny Hill or Mission Impossible, and it's usually on Benny Hill.
We set the mood, and that's about it. And sometimes poorly, usually poorly.
Justin just changing the radio. Can we get McDonald's, please?
We had McDonald's at home.
Bantha burgers.
I guess Ash is just gonna basically be antsy the whole time until shit happens. She'll try to meditate with the Force by herself, but also try to resonate with the Kyber crystals to see if she can learn anything.
Cal is going to continue to train to earn more dex points.
Nyx will help
That's
with the
not
training.
how the Force works.
Nyx will help with the training, but also, while Nyx is helping Cal train, he wants to do some espionage and try to get some information on this. Is he a senator? Is he a governor?
He's a
Senator.
senator.
He's a senator. He wants to try to get as much information about this senator, what he has as protection, what kind of ship he's got, what kind of stuff. Basically, he's trying to get as much information as he possibly can to make this mission go as smoothly as he possibly can get it to go, since they're literally planning on stealing a senator ship.
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting choice.
Why don't you just asking Earl first?
Yeah.
Oh no,
could work out.
that can fall in the category of Earl. But if Earl doesn't know everything, he's gonna get that information.
Nobody knows everything
It's
yeah,
true.
exactly.
except Emperor Palpatine.
And Yoda.
Un-McFucking fortunately.
Fortunately, I see you when you're sleeping.
I know when you're awake.
The worst kind of Santa Claus.
I know when you've been bad or good. So give in to your
the Empire.
So give in to your hate.
I can't wait for Life Day this year. Don't you mean Palpatine Day?
Don't you?
No,
mean
he
Palpatine
can't
Day?
take over Life Day. Life Day is a sacred holiday, and it's really wonderful, and I can't wait to celebrate it with you all.
Gentrified and enslaved the Wookiees. You can't stop me.
Vader, the red-bladed Sith man.
Vader, the
Sith
Red
Lord.
Blade Sith Lord.
Lord. Had a bit of a breathing problem. So. Oh, Jesus. Everything's
Maul
great.
Vaders. Instead of Mall Santas, it's Mall Vaders.
Mall sheaves.
What would you like for Emperor Day, little boy?
How are you furthering the growth and reach of the Empire?
What will you be doing for Empire Day? Anyway, sorry, go on.
Oh, Jesus. Ray, do you have anything before we decide what we're doing first?
I don't. I've also thought about trying to meditate as well, but Ray's
Oh.
probably very bad at it.
Well, she's gotten better in recent history.
It's objectively true that she has.
Yeah.
The dice rolls.
Alrighty then. Let's do Nyx first because
Oh shit, really?
this shouldn't take too long.
Wow, thanks.
What a rollicking vote of confidence there, Justin.
Well, there's only so much to learn secondhand about a public political figure, right?
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
So, you start by asking Earl.
Yeah.
If you do, Earl will say, "Well, he's Iktakshi.
He's a what?
They're humanoid, but they got those big horns. You had to
Oh.
have seen them around.
Spell it.
Is he one of the fucking goat
the
people?
player, I'm looking it up.
Not that those are called Gotal.
I
That's the name of the race.
hate Star
it's
Wars.
This is the correct spelling. The incorrect will get you down other routes, but it's Iktotchi. Iktakchi. The Jedi Master that went after Palpatine that wasn't Kit Fisto and...
These guys. Okay.
Yeah. Was one of them. Forgot his name. Yeah.
Okay. Ugh. I'm not gonna
He
lie.
kind of, yeah.
They've always kind of not to be racist, but these guys always kind of unsettled me.
Don't.
Human faces, goat horns.
What do you
What
see,
the fuck's a
Zabrak?
goat?
A what?
There are no goats, only Godal. The bipedal people version.
Good to know.
No, that would be funny, but no, I think there are goat because you fight them. You fight ram-like things in Fallen Order.
That's true. Okay.
They'll say he came into power a little bit after the leadership of the previous owners fell from mine and several others' efforts.
Right.
I have a feeling he was taking advantage of a few things to fill in that vacuum and just waiting for his moment. He stays pretty hands-off. He's on Coruscant most of the time. Nobody really can blame him. There's no luxury accommodations here.
Is he competent in combat or is he a pushover?
You'd be hard pressed to find any senators that are competent in combat.
Well, fair
They usually have bodyguards.
You're not thinking of just like knocking the senator out when we can just like skirt by him making his appearance.
I mean, it's an option. Nothing's off the table at the moment.
Nix and Raestra look at each other and shrug.
Yeah.
I thought this job was to go quietly.
It'll be quiet if nobody. It'll be quiet if nobody but us sees him getting his fucking ass beat.
He's bound to go down a dark alleyway at some point, but no options are off the table at the moment. I'm just figuring it all out.
I would disagree on that sentence because there are not really any alleyways here. There's the one main street.
And that's it.
So unfortunately, now if you were on Coruscant, it'd be a different story, but...
You're the ones who live on the weird dirt ball.
It's true.
All right.
I didn't ask to be born here, so, you know.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have.
That was literally out of my control.
I had no say. All right. What kind of bodyguards does he have?
Someone of his ilk, who's kind of tied up in the deal that the Imperial military's made with our mining guild. It'll be stormtroopers.
Easy.
Well, only sometimes. He gets a look of memory. It's like, probably because he's got other business. Sometimes it's hired thugs.
All right. Well, we could deal with hired thugs. Those guys are easy. I mean, we're able to beat up Dryden Voss's guys. We could beat these guys up, no problem. But that's if we want to go loud. We want to try to take this a sneakier route. So, where does he usually hang out when he visits?
Well, at this point in time in the week, we're going to jump around, but I'll say Earl would know all this because he's actively helping make the plans. The procession's going to have everybody out in the street watching the rising of the bundle into the nooks. The bundles this time. Trying to slip away then would catch everybody's attention. The space elevator going up like nobody's going to be. But there's going to be, after every one of these shindigs, there's, party feels like the wrong word, but everyone gets together, they eat, they talk, they reminisce. Since the senator's here for appearances, he's going to be at both of those things. Your best bet is to slip away during the gathering.
That's what I figured.
This gathering's going to be town-wide. The mining's paused for now because of the surveying of the danger zones. This is, the biggest one we've had. So he gets kind of a far-off look in his eye. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to say the least.
All right. We gonna need any security codes?
Well, probably, but not that you can acquire. Gonna have to slash your way in, either figuratively or literally.
All right.
I'll take a crack at it, I guess, when time comes.
All right. We're gonna need to hide our personas. That means everybody's gotta wear a mask. Can't be just being me anymore.
Nix,
Proper head protection's important.
I care about you deeply as my friend. And she just gestures to her and Kel.
They have masks for those. I've seen
She
Twi'leks wear
again
helmets.
gestures to her and Kel.
I've seen Twi'leks wear helmets.
It's not about the protection, it's about, like, humans can go anywhere and just melt into the background and just disappear. It's a lot harder, especially if you're me and got gestures to her head.
Cal will flip his hood up to see how well it works.
Hood will work. We can get you a cloak.
Because it's one of those things, like, I don't know if you've noticed, the only Togruta here on this planet are me and my parents. It's not going to be hard to figure out who left.
All the more important to hide your identity as best we can. Because if they think it's you that's leaving, they're going to go for your parents.
Yeah, I'm scared shitless about that.
Yep, that's the reason why we're going to hide your identity as best we can.
If only we had a way to... If we had a way to trick the Empire into thinking that we were still on the planet while the ship was leaving, that way we're effectively still on the planet, according to the Empire.
I don't even think the Empire knows we're here.
Well, I mean, there's not intense security up the elevator, and I can make it look like we never were the ones on the camera.
Yeah, how would that?
I was about to say she slowly turns and looks at Ash. How long have you been able to do that?
Since Nyx touched the rock.
Okay. She relaxes.
I would not be holding out on you if I could do this sooner, I promise.
Well, at least we get that now. That'll definitely be handy going forward.
And, like, I'm just gonna have to hope and pray that my hometown doesn't snitch.
I don't know why they would.
I really doubt they will.
I just don't want anyone else to get hurt.
What's the power called in question, Brooke?
Invisibility to cameras.
Okay. I'm offended.
Justin's like, something else I have to worry about, my wife?
Ash is built to be annoying as fuck. I'm glad I'm
We're all
succeeding.
built to be annoying as fuck.
In our own
Okay.
special ways.
That's fascinating.
That's interesting.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Always a good response
No.
from the DM. Love to hear that.
No, it'll
That
be
either
fine.
means I can work with this, or well, there goes that idea.
And you'll never know which. Never.
Anyway,
So, is that all you wanted to ask of Earl?
as of right now, yes.
What is the size of your penis and your social security number?
Are you a master or a grandmaster?
Better get a pen and paper, because you might get them confused.
I don't.
Confident.
Either that's obscene or the Earl is very old.
That is a power move.
My chain code is 2.
No.
My
No
social
shit.
security number is 2.
I wonder what's the lowest social security number.
1.
Like currently active, I guess is the right word.
Oh, currently active?
That's a good question. But
I mean,
anyway,
it's probably protected because people aren't supposed to have that information.
Yeah,
chain code would be easy. I imagine Papa Palps gave Vader one first.
Well, chain code is 1. Congratulations.
Oh, chain, yes. Because
Mine
you were
is
my number
0.
one. You were my number one little pog champ.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm your pog champ?
Yes.
Your little pog champ?
Yeah, give some head pats,
Terrible.
my friend. But if there's one more avenue, you can swipe with permission Earl's datapad again and do a little bit of research. Is that what you would like to do?
What if I want to swipe Earl's datapad without permission? What the?
It'd be hard. You guys are in the same house, and
The lock screen to prevent this from happening without permission is just a picture of his dick.
Jesus. What's my
That would
chain
work.
code? Wink, winky face.
If I can't keep him out, I can traumatize him at least. Or impress him, whichever, really.
Yeah, Nyx will utilize the data pad with permissions to do some more research.
Alrighty. That would be a lore check, right? Almost certainly.
That makes
Let me
sense to
check
me.
Wikipedia. Type his name right. Huh, it's only appeared in one book.
All right, let's see here. Lore check. It's lore again? It's intelligence, right? Yeah, it is. Okay.
That's how you say
13?
13. Alright. So, you, with a 13, find the basic info. The legit, Wikipedia page of oh, he's the senator of the Sherrick system. Deals with the trade of ores from the mining guilds to directly to the Empire for their glorious military expansion.
Okay.
Building
All right.
star destroyers and nothing else.
And nothing else.
And nothing else.
Seems to be a focus on Dunium for some reason. Don't know why, but that's interesting.
Haha, now Ben gets these references. Now Justin can actually try and drop hints in this game, and somebody will get it. With a 13, that's a little more than average, so you'll get, like, your... this is how I'll put this. There are, of course, tabloids about, like, extramarital activities, but in your eye and in your knowledge, a surprisingly large number of those tabloids. Some of them with pictures, but, like, the kind of, like, paparazzi pictures of, like, getting into a starship with a woman that isn't his wife, but his hands up. You know.
Oh, okay. So he's
one of them
bastard.
One of them got one of those pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bastard. Got it. All right, cool. Scumbag. Yeah. Way to clear my conscience.
It was a good person. Definitely wouldn't have gone through with this.
No, I would have. I just would have felt bad.
Exactly.
All right, so we got a scumbag. All right. What kind of women does he like?
We're not doing that.
Hold on, I'm checking all the options.
According to the tabloids, including, like, the juiciest one, any lady of, like, near human with bright colored skin. It's like a veritable and almost literal rainbow.
Gotcha. All right, no, not that option then.
I was about to say, looks at Ash.
No. No. Everybody's just like, no.
She just has this, like, wide-eyed mouth slightly agape, like, what the fuck?
You're blue.
Near human.
Are you not?
That means like ears and, like, not extra appendages.
And I'll say with that 13, you definitely I'll put it this way. This is a good way for you to discover this. There's a lot of like at least monthly a trip to the system, the Sherrick system, to oversee. But you know for a fact, because Earl told you, that he hasn't shown up in a while, so lines up with what the tabloids say.
Gotcha.
He's
Alright,
a piece of shit.
He's a scumbag. Good. Alright. This'll make it easy. Which
Skug
means,
hole.
if it comes to that, we can kill him.
Alright, so, like, I get he's a skug hole.
Yeah.
And all that. We're on the same basis here. But
Yes.
I am concerned about the wider implications if that happens, because, like I keep saying, we give the Empire an inch, they will take the country mile.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. So we'll avoid killing him.
Yeah, because you don't want to have them be replaced and have them wiggle even more into their power, ruling all these folks just trying to do their job.
Well,
Fair
to
enough.
put forth a unfortunately logical conclusion, you literally all of you already have a death mark on your head because of who you are or what organizations you used to be a part of. So
What if
Yeah,
we
I was
have
about
it
to-
these
can't
on
get
our
worse.
heads?
I was about to say, Raestra looks at her so seriously and goes, I literally killed an Inquisitor.
I'm not worried about the target on our heads. I'm worried about the people that will continue to live here after we're gone.
Nyx, if Nyx can Nyx look up to see if any of us have a bounty on our head?
I will need another. Let's make that a tech check, because are you looking through? You want to know if there's an Imperial bounty, or are you looking for
Or do you need to
Any
go on the
kind-
dark web?
the
Yeah,
dark?
any kind of bounty. I'm looking for any kind of bounty.
Make me a tech check.
Oh, please. Please. I've never asked for anything more in my life than a natural 20 right now. Come on. Please give it to me, baby. It's not a natural 20, but it is a 19.
Okay, plus.
What am I adding?
Is
said
technology,
technology?
A roll, Brooke, or is that?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, technology is a roll, yeah.
Then it's a flat 19.
Okay. So you do this ever so rarely, but some Imperial red tapers were lazy, and some of the Republic infrastructure still works. Some of your
imagine.
passcodes work.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
You see one for you, which has been there. You're a deserter, so like, hasn't changed.
All right.
Definitely. Well, no. At the official levels that you can reach, don't see one for Ray. Wouldn't have seen one. And you don't see one for Cal or Asha.
Okay.
Even though if you look for like Togruta, there is a list, but like you don't, scrolling through it, you don't see Ash's picture or.
Okay, so that's the Imperial bounty records. How
Yeah.
about the public bounty records?
Yeah,
Because
the
mindset that he's going through is they did piss off a gang lord. So
yeah, they did.
So he would also like to check the public bounty hunter records if possible. Did you say tech roll?
No. You.
Okay.
I'm rolling these both into one so that we're not wasting time.
Okay. All right, no problem.
Just tell me I wrote it down because I did. I almost certainly did.
Somewhere in here.
Somewhere.
Deep in the recesses of your OneNote.
Yeah. I said 20,000 credits per, right? Or did I say 10,000?
Oh God, I don't remember.
Someone at home is, and by someone at home I mean reviewer, is like, shut the fuck up. It was this, you dumb bitch. And we're like, yeah, well, it is what it is.
Okay. I word search credits and didn't, but I said either 10 or 20,000 per head I'm leaning 10,000. I'm pretty sure that's what I said. So like easy, doesn't even take you long. Like as soon as you're into the dark web, like where like people, I say dark web, it's just where people don't want the Empire to see. And maybe the Empire does see, who knows? But like it's a few levels deep where crime and stuff happens. Easy. Pictures of all of you, 10,000. He did get good video footage.
I was wearing my helmet though.
You were, yeah.
Yeah, but you did give them your actual fucking call number.
I gave the
Not to
Empire
Dryden
my
Voss.
call number, not Dryden Voss.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
So I checked the Imperial records
Okay.
in regards to bounties. So far, I'm the only one Empire-wise that has a bounty on my head. That doesn't mean you guys don't have a bounty on your head, but how far I was able to get into, the only one that is known publicly in the Empire would be me.
Yeah, I figured you're a deserter.
Yeah. I've known about that one. However, thanks to a little run-in with Dryden Voss, we each have a bounty on our head.
What's it at?
Somewhere between like 10 to 20,000 credits
Bullshit.
each.
That's
Yeah,
it?
no, I thought you'd be higher at least because you took the Mandalorian armor.
This fucking
I'm not
bullshit.
worth that much.
Ash, affectionately shut the fuck up.
You got a good picture of all of us except for me. I was wearing my armor.
Look, the only thing I did was jack the ancient Mandalorian armor he had in his office. I wasn't very helpful.
I want you to say that sentence out loud one more time.
I wasn't very helpful.
And no, before that. I
The
want you
whole
to say it
sentence.
slowly.
Gotta say the whole sentence, baby.
You gotta say the whole sentence and say it slowly.
All I did was jack his ancient Mandalorian armor. I'm sure with someone with connections as him was able to find another set.
No, this was Dryden Voss.
Yeah, very angry man-child.
Yes, but a very
Listen,
effective,
not incorrect,
very
but-
angry. Yeah, not incorrect, but this is also a very effective, very angry man-child.
It's a very famously well-connected man-child.
Yeah, and if he's able to offer at least 20,000 credits each for all of us, then
I almost forgot.
I'm just saying that my self-esteem is like not very high, so like
I really don't understand why you've constantly proven yourself.
What a weird thing to be insecure about.
And I almost forgot. This is a perfect opportunity. All of them do not say dead or alive. They say like alive underlined.
that's weird.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That's bad.
That means he wants to finish each one of us personally.
Or he wants to use us for
Must be what that
something.
means.
There's multiple reasons to want someone in alive, Nix. Let's not put the cart before the bantha, right? All right.
No, that's probably why, though.
I mean, like, given his track record, probably, but we have no idea what he could have use for us at all times. And like to backtrack, like I just don't think I'm worth a whole lot. That's all.
One more quick search. Is Ord Mantell, and this is a question to the DM.
Yeah.
Is Ord Mantell still a popular bounty hunter hangout like it was in Legends?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Cool.
There are some very particular bounty hunters there currently. I think.
We're
Soldiers
we're
of
5
Fortune.
years-
Yes. Yeah, there's some
Though
very.
we don't know where Bad Batch goes, so
Yeah, we don't know where they're at.
we are 5 years. They were only 1 year.
If you think that I'm not going to be watching season 3 like a fucking hawk so that we can be like,
Justin, let us have a crossover episode with
We won't be the main characters anymore.
Though I'll put it this way: Ord Mantell is like the San Fran of, it's a big city, but it's seedy because it's a port city. Lots of things pass through.
It's
So-
where gay
Tortuga.
people are from.
It's where all the gay
Tortuga.
people are. Got it.
It's Tortuga.
Also where Salesforce is station.
Alright.
It's Salesforce building.
Do with that whatever you will.
All right.
He's like, I love using Salesforce for all of our data needs.
Yeah, so do we still want to go to Bounty Hunter City after we get through all this mess?
I mean, it's the best. Honestly, it's our best option to be able to figure out how we're gonna get to Mandalore.
We do need to figure out. Well, we need to make money first because, like, as far as I'm aware, Raestra is the only one that has any money left.
Yep.
We're flat broke otherwise.
I think I still have some credits. Hold on.
I have 5 credits
I have.
because Hondo wouldn't. Because I didn't want Hondo to tip me in spies.
It's good. Spice is bad for you.
Yeah, it's bad for you.
I still think you should have taken it.
I also think you should have taken it. We could have resold it, but it's fine. It's fine. I get it.
I don't like having illegal substances that has a bad history on my person. Forgive me.
I'm literally right here.
You're not a substance, you're a person.
Gestures. No, the minute you're like, you're not a substance, you're a person, she proceeds to gesture to the red Kyber.
She's just like, I don't know what that's supposed to make a point about, but okay.
It's an illegal substance with a bad history on her person currently.
I guess, but like, you know what I mean. Stop trying to use it as a means to self-deprecate.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
If you can, so can I.
All right.
If I stop, then it means you have to stop by proxy.
Sure.
Then stop. Say you're worth 10,000 credits.
I'm worth 10,000 credits.
With more gusto.
Say it like you mean it.
I'm worth 10,000 credits.
All the time. With meaning.
I'm worth 10,000 credits.
There
Now
we
stop.
go. That's the comment.
Is that what they call it?
Is that? Gotta love a good SpongeBob reference.
Earl says, it's a lie, though, because I think you're priceless.
Also true.
Also
She
true.
blushes and covers her face. You're embarrassing me.
Anyway. Alright, so Ord Mantell is still our best bet. Now, not every single bounty hunter there is going to be looking for us. And to be perfectly honest, we're not the only people with a 10,000 credit bounty on our head.
Yeah, that's kind of like a starting... a starter. What's the word? Hold on.
A starter amount? A baseline?
No. What's the word for, like... No, it's a gateway. That's kind of like a gateway amount, you know. A pretty high gateway amount, but still. Though that... Well, yeah. That might be a little more dangerous, because it means you're good entry-level fodder. A lot of people trying to prove themselves will be gunning for you.
Yeah, but then that, like... I don't know. We went up against Dryden Voss and Libs. Like, after the shit we've been through, I'm not worried about some rookie. Maybe I'm gonna be hoisted by my own petard. I don't know, but like, I don't know.
There's one thing that I learned, and Jedi like myself and my master, and the ones around me who actually went out into the field learned that the temple never taught us is to never underestimate a determined, clever individual with the right set of tools.
I'm not going to underestimate
They can
shit.
pull
I'm
some
just saying
tricks.
I'm not super worried about it. I'm not going to go into a panic attack if some bounty hunter shows up in a
Just
dark alleyway and starts firing at us, is all I'm saying.
Just don't split up too often and watch each other's backs.
Oh, of course.
There's like a air of defeat in his voice, because it's like it's still hard to talk about you leaving for good.
You could come with.
That's a bad idea.
She looks around at the rest of the party and then looks back at him. As if to be like, yeah, he's gonna endanger us more than we already are, sure.
I mean, the people need a leader here.
And he's doing a bang-up job.
Hey, I'm sorry, do you have feedback?
I mean, as far as I've seen, you've just been hanging out and talking about how much you fuck.
Were you not there when Earl gave that whole speech about what happened down in the mines and tried to put everyone at ease?
Yeah. Giving a good pep talk doesn't make you a leader.
He's been doing this since for like 2 decades. Like, he has everyone in town's respect. It's why we were able to do what we were able to do.
He also has more help than I think you might realize.
It's kind of my point, but sure.
I mean, in small communities like this, it is a team effort, but like, Earl did liberate my planet. That's nothing to sneeze at.
I guess.
No, it's fine. She has her view of what that should look like, and I don't fit it. We're all entitled to our own point of view. But like I was saying, I've made my place here, and I got a lot bigger than an entry-level interest in my being. So hanging around you guys would just make it worse.
She shrugs.
Besides, you don't want a grumpy old man who only talks about fucking, I guess, sullying your adventure.
Solid argument. Raestra walks away.
Well, we'll give Nyx 10 years.
More like 5.
Lex doesn't just talk about fucking, thank the Force.
I don't think I've heard him talk about that at all.
Yet.
They were talking about it, and he was the only one who was not. Back at the diner.
Yeah.
Was the most real side. I know that was in character, but did you hear everything that went on?
No, what happened?
Oh.
We're talking about how you're not a grumpy old man that only talks about fucking.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm the
I
exact opposite of that.
I stand across my arms, nothing, and then pass out.
So good.
So
What happened here? Nothing.
nothing.
Anyway, yeah, Ray walked away, so. And Earl sighs just like Cal does. She's been through a lot.
She certainly has.
I'm just real sorry I added to it. Somebody with a pile like that doesn't need another couple rocks.
It's not something I blame you for. Or her, for that matter.
We've all been through the ringer.
That's fair.
Well, the Empire's that strong.
He's the only one of us that was all the way into it.
She's part of why I want to fight them.
I don't blame you.
There's more like her. And that's bad news, and that's good news at the same time.
Yeah, so I've heard.
It's wishful thinking, but I hope that I can reach them.
I don't think it's that wishful. And he nods back over towards her. She's right here in front of us. She didn't even have anybody. Just her will and morals. Well, he turns to Nyx. I guess she had you. That's not nothing.
She had all of us.
Well, she's certainly stronger than anyone I've ever met. Speaking of strength, I'm going to, I guess, run.
Run? Go for
That's
a run?
a thing. He looks at Nyx. That's a thing you do, right?
Now and again. Yeah, it helps keep endurance up.
Okay.
Endurance is important.
Buddy system, I guess?
Are you offering?
No.
Ew, running?
Ew, cardio.
Absolutely not.
I mean, like, Nyx is your personal trainer for this. I
Cardio,
mean, I
more
thought
like
he would go with you.
Cardino.
More like Cardino.
More like Cardi B, am I right?
What?
No, further, no. Cal's gonna step towards the door. He's gonna step towards the door. I can take care of myself. I'll be okay.
All right, just be mindful if the siren goes off. Get into the nearest building.
I'll go.
Absolutely.
I'll go with him. I pretty much got all the information I needed for today, so yeah, I'll go with him.
Welcome aboard.
Oh yeah, Nyx will go with him.
This flows perfectly.
Earl, Ray, would either of you like to run?
Oh no, my endurance is just fine.
I'm gonna. She points to the top of the build. She points to like the roof and is like, "I'm gonna just go meditate."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
good
proud
on
of
ya.
you. Yeah,
Excellent.
love to hear it.
May the force be with you.
I'm gonna fucking need it.
I give her a temporary boost,
Thank you.
and I'll give
You
her
know what
the.
I'll do?
I'll give her the 2d6s actually.
Thank you.
I'll help her with this. I'll give her a force vision.
Advantage or reroll,
Yeah, it's a reroll.
which is better than advantage.
It is a reroll, except you can use either one of them.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's why it's better than advantage.
Huh, goggers.
Advantage, which of course is French, for two
Which
dice
the-
rolls.
The way that it sounds, that's basically advantage, yeah.
No, you don't choose with advantage.
You take one that's higher, take one that's lower.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
with
but like if
disadvantage
you
or
have it,
advantage.
like if you're choosing, you would want the one that's like higher, anyways.
It's called luck.
Unless.
It counts without disadvantage.
Yeah, if she had disadvantage and you gave her this, she would roll another one and then get to choose from any of the three. Or she would re-roll one of them and then get to choose, which is why this is mathematically better than advantage.
That is true.
But anyway, this is perfect. I fucking love this so much. I have to decide the order, though. And I think I know. At least who goes first.
Okay.
Nyx and Cal, you're running. You're just jogging up and down the street. It's not an unsizable street, right? And you can even make your way through the little zone right before the space elevator that is technically outside the canyon but is protected by transparent steel. A nice little transparent steel tunnel.
Mhm.
That's another one for the ASMR. Transparent steel.
Glass.
Durasteel. Plasteel.
It's just plastic. But hard.
Electrum. That one's real. That's not a Star Wars word. So you can you back and forth and then back and forth one more time, which makes it a little over a mile at that point. And Nyx, let's both make athletics checks.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. I will help him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say because you're ex-military, there'd be no way you'd massively fail this roll, so you don't need to roll. You just pace yourself and keep yourself fine.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Keep your
Strength
breathing,
of
but you
8.
can help him.
Strength of 8. Okay. That's an 8.
Strength of 8.
Strength of
of
eight.
it.
Of 8. Strength of 8.
You have to pace your breathing.
This is the worst. This is the worst. This is the...
You've been through the Clone Wars. We've both been through the Clone Wars. Technically, you've probably actually seen more action than I have.
I'm a doctor!
You're also a Jedi. Do I finally just stop and just let the man breathe?
Does
Yes.
Nyx do that?
Yeah, Nick. Yeah, he's not gonna push him beyond his limits.
After this second lap, which you like you push Cal to finish to at least get to the other side, and he is panting, hands on his knees, and you're standing above him taking that in. This visual takes us back, including you. You're there. The browns and tans of this street become pearlescent white, shiny. You're on the track on Camino. There's a nice big running track that, like, it is a mile in a circle, but also it can, like, treadmill. It can spin like a treadmill. And that's what you just finished doing, and you are standing over Index, who is having a hard time.
You gotta pace your breathing.
I am aware of that. The application is harder than it seems.
It's really not. Are you sure you're a clone?
I could test our DNA if you would like. And then some more pass you by. Well, but you guys finished your 5 laps.
We'll get some. Well, we'll take it aside and we'll go to a water cooler. I guess there's a water cooler in here.
Definitely, a very fancy, like, it floats for no reason, but it looks cool for the set. It's very Star Wars.
You know how fucking heavy water is? That would be a godsend.
Yeah.
As somebody who had to manually change a water cooler on a regular basis, fuck that noise.
And Index does get the stupid little paper cups, and he fills one up, downs it, fills up, it does that 3 times.
Nix will just drink for the spigot.
I know we are bred for this, and granted, I'm not complaining, but being a soldier's hard.
Yeah. But who better to take it on than a bunch of clones, right?
Well, not Dogma, hold on. Because Dogma was the real one. Creed, sorry.
Creed, yeah, we keep mixing up Dogma and Creed.
Yeah. Dogma has an arc that he hasn't seen yet. Creed says, "You're right, brother. No better army than us. We'll take down those clankers."
Exactly.
Right, says Ranger. Can't wait to start dismantling them instead of our bodies at this fitness track, though.
Oh, no doubt we'll get ours eventually.
Well, as Index chimes in, well, if we do our training as best we can, we'll end the war quicker. And there's kind of an awkward pause at, like, the mention of the war ending. Until finally, I suppose Index would get curious about this. That war ending. I don't know what I'd do when the war ends. Probably stay in the ranks.
Yeah, they'll put you in a desk somewhere, probably.
I'd like to be on a ship. That'd be interesting. One of the Venerators.
Yeah, you're always better at that simulation than I was.
Maybe weapons officer. At least running a turret. Or the tractor beam. That'd be fun.
Of course you would find the tractor beam fun.
Creed chuckles along with you. I'd keep serving as well. Maybe make up the ranks. Command a troop.
What about you, Ranger?
There's like a pause as he like downs his water and then kind of looks at the cup and then crumples it. Not sure what else is out there. Maybe find someone. Settle down. Keep hearing about that. Doesn't sound bad.
I never pinned you as a romantic.
It doesn't have to be romantic. We could just be like partners. Hunting partners. And when he says that, that's Sharp, like, does a finger waggle. Hunting, yes. That's what I'd like to do. Yeah. I'd like a head of every dangerous piece of game on my wall.
I think I might go into bounty hunting. You know, Jango Fett used to be a bounty hunter. I wonder if maybe that instinct is still in there.
Well, technically, Index says, if it is, they do their best to get rid of it. They need us to be soldiers, not soldiers of fortune. What do you do with all the money?
I don't know.
What do we even need money for?
It's very true. I don't know. Maybe I'd get a nice hideout. Somewhere secluded. I like the idea of, just picking up where Jango Fett left off, if you know what I mean.
Sharp says, I did some research on him, and where he left off was, well, with less of a head on his shoulders.
It's a hell of a way to go, that's for sure. Beats working a tractor beam.
Hey, it's a very precise and skillful profession.
I'm sure it is.
And then everyone chuckles, and then Sharp, in the pause, Sharp kind of inserts, Rancor's strong enough to tear one of our gunships in half. Love to shoot one right between the eyes. And you chuckle, but then there's a flash, kind of like a camera shutter, and everything goes dark and then black and white and then too bright for you to see, and then it's kind of like you're in a white void, but your squad is still with you, except Ranger and Sharp are on the ground, bisected, both of them, and Creed and Index are on one knee, like checking on each of them. They're in their full armor, and you can feel the distress and the grief and the anger. But that's like a moment. Like that all kind of just happens. It interrupts your pleasant little flashback in like the span and shows for like 3 seconds, like some subliminal messaging between the frames. And then you're kind of back in the present.
My hand was hovering over my blaster. But when I come out of it, I'll just yeah, just breathe as best you can. Don't pass out on me yet, because we still have to do combats. Is the side of my head hurting at all?
A little. This is why this is perfect, because at the same time, Cal, while you're catching your breath, you're reminded, especially the body aching, sort of going in one direction motion. Well, this one we won't full flashback. This one will be some flashes. You'll get, instead of just being done running, you were just done swimming, and you're still soaked. And your legs hurt because you took a tumble, a big one, and the breathing's like in sync with this memory, and there's flashes of sewer tunnels, nothing but water, currents, your master on well behind you, and a young woman just a little bit behind you who you were reaching out for. But the currents split, the tunnels split, and the currents are just too strong, and she goes one way and you go another. And you hear your master's voice. Sorry, this is rough.
You're good.
Sometimes the DM is not ready.
You're good. It's no worries. No worries,
It
Prince
hurts.
Zuko. No worries, Prince Zuko. This is rough, buddy.
Yeah, it is rough, funny. And you hear your master's voice. You failed her. You failed all of us. And that kind of repeats once, then twice, and the third one gets really loud, like she's shouting at you. And that's when you come out of it, in the very same moment that Nyx came out of his.
Cal is just kind of just falls backwards and is just now sitting on the ground.
Whoa, hold on. Nyx is gonna help him get back up. You alright? Didn't push it too hard, did I?
Cal, he's gonna look at Nyx. He's gonna try not to look like super dejected and depressed. It's not what they need right now. And he's going to lie. I'm fine.
Perception. Vibe check?
You can insight check. Cal,
I'll
roll a
roll it.
deception check, I guess.
Yep, I'm on it. I am on the deception. 8.
Cal, I have a very important question for you.
What's your important question, Justin?
How many times have you told yourself this lie?
How many times have I told myself this lie?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna take the wheel for a minute. I don't think that's the first time
Okay.
Cal has had that particular flashback. It's as many
100%.
times as he's had that one.
Take
It's as
advantage
many
of that
times.
perception check.
Okay.
I rolled an 8, so
I also got an 8. I'm rolling single digits today.
Perfection.
If it meets, it beats.
No, when a contested check is tied, the status quo is held. So,
Okay.
like, if you two were physically pushing at each other and both rolled athletics checks and both rolled 8s, nobody would go anywhere. So,
Gotcha.
Nick, you still think something's up, but you're not sure what. And Cal, you think he bought it.
It's as many times as he thinks about
Yeah,
his master.
Flawless.
You are
versus
fine.
Padawan.
you are fine.
I'm fine.
What would be wrong? What can be wrong?
What
I'm
can
fine.
be wrong?
I'm fine. This is something I need to get over, and healthy coping mechanisms are overrated.
Normally,
Same.
I'd agree with that, but
No.
it's just Ashley
Everyone-
coughs somewhere.
Everyone turns to Ash. How does it feel to have the only working brain cell?
How does it feel to have the only functional dopamine? How does it feel to have all of the dopamine in this party? How does it feel?
Cal, because you're shaken up, both of you actually make vibe checks again. Make insight checks.
Got it.
Insight? Alright.
Or you can make it perception if you would prefer, but whichever.
Insight, I rolled a 15.
I rolled a 12.
Both of you, I think that's high enough, kind of, as it washes over you and kind of like lets go of your perception, and you're back in the present and have spoken to each other for a little bit now, you both kind of look around in that awkward silence after that lie and notice that, and you kind of felt it while you were running, but like you were focused on the exercise of it and not really paying attention. But now it is eerie and empty. And both of you are aware that nobody's off at the mines right now. It's like in the peak of quarantine, the like empty roads in Los Angeles. It's like that.
Gotcha.
It doesn't feel right.
Do you think it's the storms?
No, the alarm didn't go off. Nyx is gonna draw his blaster.
Cal's not going to draw a saber just yet, but he will cast battle precognition on himself.
Nix, you draw your blaster. Cal, you call on the force. Reluctantly. It takes a second. But you, thinking there might be danger, you steel yourself. But as you both, like, take this, like, something could be going down stance, you realize, like, don't sense danger, but... And there's no, like, motion, or it doesn't look like anybody's watching you. It doesn't feel like anybody's watching you, but it is eerie and empty here.
Nix, are you able to call anybody on your comms? Ash, Ray, anyone?
Nyx will try the comms.
You beep Ash, and Ash, you'd get the beep.
I answered hello. Is everything all right? Is Cal
Yeah,
dead?
just check. No, everything's fine. Just checking to make sure that the comms are still active. Where we're at, the streets are kind of empty, and it's a little spooky. So we're just making sure that everything's all right on your end.
I mean, yeah, everything's fine here on the homestead. I guess as good as they can be. I mean, I would imagine most folks are keeping to themselves or getting things ready.
Yeah, that's probably it. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
He'll end the comm kind of abruptly.
Seems like everything's fine.
If everything seemed fine, then we wouldn't be feeling weird.
Right, well, holster your blaster, but have it ready, just in case. We don't need to spook any locals.
Yeah,
Assuming
Nyx will
they come
wait
out.
like 2 or 3 seconds before holstering it. That memory has got him freaked out. But, Justin, can I make one more perception check?
Absolutely. What do your clone eyes see?
What do your clone eyes see? What do your New Zealand eyes see?
Do the clone thing starts reloading?
Perception check, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
You scan the buildings with your clone eyes. And with that dirty 20, you can conclude that, like, everyone must be inside. Duh. But, like, no one's even looking outside. You don't see anyone in windows. In fact, all the windows are like shuttered or the blinds closed in any way they could be.
This feels like a space western.
The very definition of it's quiet, too quiet.
Yeah.
is the vibe.
This is the perfect moment to say the very popular Star Wars catchphrase, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey, he said the thing.
Yeah, that's certainly no moon.
Do I get inspiration?
Not for a thing that has to be here.
Darn it.
You just filled the status quo, and thank you, but like no inspiration.
Fine. That's fine.
Do I get inspiration for a C minus?
Get inspired and do better.
Is there like, okay, so where we are, is there like a public place at all? Like a restaurant or a bar or something?
Oh yeah.
Something that we can walk into.
There's a
There's
bar,
the
there's
diner.
Dags.
Yeah, there's the bar.
All right, we'll go to the bar. I'll say let's go get some water at the bar.
That would be perfect.
But keep your eyes up. Something's not right.
The bar is called Spirits of Aneth.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Came up with that one off the dome. I wish I could say I wrote that down, but no, I was like, yeah, the bar needs a name, doesn't it? That's a good one.
I already know. Hold on. Like, it's run by a. I don't know if he's there, but it's run by a turquoise colored Rhodian. Hold on, let me find his name.
Snib Snottle. That sounds
No.
Rhodian, right? Snib Snottle?
No.
No. Erases the
I
name.
think I named him Dagon.
Dagon?
I think his name is Dagon.
Dagon D's nuts.
Fantastic, thank you.
Hey. Sheesh. That one's
Anyway.
dead, right? Hopefully.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. It has the like swinging wooden doors of a saloon. Because why not?
Someone's
they're
playing
metal.
a piano.
It's frick, what does Max Rebo play? Hold on.
Jizz?
He plays, that's the genre. He is a jizz whaler, you are right. But his instrument
A flugelhorn.
is the red ball jet organ. Duh.
If you were a real Star Wars fan, you know that.
You would know that. If you were a real
If you were
Reboian Maximilian.
if you were a real re-bitch like me.
Fuck it. The daughter from I Am Your Mother is a re-bitch.
Exactly.
Right, Mom, I'm a right re-bitch.
Just like Cumber bitches.
I hate that.
Did you not know that? Not familiar with that one?
Max re-bitch. Yeah, no, I did know about Cumber bitches, yeah.
And he
Max
hates it.
re-bitches.
That's one of my favorite pieces of trivia about that, is that Benedict Cumberbatch hates it because he feels like it's degrading.
It is.
Well, if he hates it, he shouldn't have played Sherlock.
Relatable
I
content.
don't think anything was more degrading than watching Cumberbatch play Sherlock.
I can tell by this art that there's a lack of father figure in the artist's life. Really? You can tell that just from the art? Yes.
Picture of like Thomas Jefferson Hudson Beacon binder.
So good.
Yes. To defeat an enemy, one must know them. That's why I went on Tumblr.
The inside
To
of this
look at
woman's ring is
Sabine
clean,
Wren's,
and yet the
to
outside
look
is
at
dirty.
Sabine Wren's blog.
That means she removes the ring often. She must be a serial cheater. Okay.
We can brag on Sherlock, BBC Sherlock later. Let's get back to
I
it.
was doing a Thrawn bit,
I know you were doing
so
it. Fran, but-
don't talk to me. I'm still in Star Wars.
I bet Sabine's
I've never broken kayfabe in my life.
I bet Sabine's Tumblr is great.
Lots of good memes. Lots of lesbian flags, and poor Ezra just hasn't seen it yet.
He'll learn. It'll be fine.
Actually, she's bi. I had canon she's bi, at least. I don't know. I don't know what the popular opinion is, but...
Anyway.
Anywho.
However, comma, we'll enter the bar in a second, because other things need to happen.
Damn.
Okay.
Ash.
Yeah.
I imagine you're at the little round table with Earl,
Yeah.
just fiddling with something.
As I am, as is my wont and way.
In fact, we'll say, just because it's fun, that at the very same moment, so this was like before you received the call, you're flooded with memories. Specifically of a no good, very bad day, where Lemmy was nowhere to be found, and frantically and in almost a panic, you've reached a point at the end of the day where you're just going around the town looking in nooks and crannies, and finally you happen upon the dumpster where you found him originally, and are like climbed up to its ledge and like only legs hanging, like digging, and that's when you hear like a little and but it's not coming from inside the dumpster, it's coming from under it, and you pull out Lemmy, and he has a restraining bolt on him, and you give him a hug, only for like a few beats of that to pass before on either end. Actually, there's no alleys, so the only way back onto the street is blocked by several bodies, and they're all laughing at you. Tom at the head. Can you believe it, fellas? I bet she loves this droid more than she loves her parents. It's pathetic.
Y'all never gave me the proper time of day anyway, so why should I even bother?
Well, that's because you're not worth our time. This proves it.
Then why do you keep bugging me?
Because this was funny, ain't that right, boys? And everyone chuckles.
Yeah, well, at least my parents love me. She climbs out of the trash can and...
Oh yeah, your parents and Mr. Ross. You're everyone's favorite. Probably because you're so special, he puts up big air quotes.
Yeah, because I apply myself. I do
don't
something
even
with
know
my life.
what that means.
He says like it's an insult.
Do something, you're gonna wind up in the mines like the rest of us. It's the point of this town and the point of us.
I'll make it off this rock someday. Just you wait. I'll make a name for myself.
And everyone kind of laughs at that. Nobody does.
I want to say this, but it's not good in the moment because of the fact I just learned about One Piece. Just like, yeah, well, I'm going to age better because hateful people with no dreams are destined to become ugly.
Dark side does make you ugly. It works in Star Wars too.
It's one of my favorite pieces of One Piece lore.
Yeah.
Actually, that's Legends.
At least I'm taking the risk of having hopes and dreams instead of resigning myself to kicking someone down when they're already low enough to the ground as it is.
Well, it's fun. That's why we do it. We make our fun because we ain't going nowhere else, and neither are you. You're stuck with us. And he puts his hands on his hips, and everyone kind of does the same. And that's when Earl kind of stomps over. What the blazes is going on here?
Go jump in the fucking canyon. It's more productive.
Hey, nobody's jumping in any canyons. And Tom puts up his hands and says, hey, we don't want any trouble. And that's when, like a flash of white, and they're all in the masks. We don't want any trouble.
Oh.
Ow.
Justin, you
Bitch! You fucker, you bitch!
Go on, keep going.
Ah.
I only got one line in this play.
Oh.
That's just... If that's it, if that's all that of the rest of the flashback.
And then it's kind of another flash, and like with what Nick saw, it's like frames skipped, and they're all on the ground, and with the hollow heads, post Nick's digging out all those crystals, and that kind of all, except for one sort of stout young woman who's like, if this were like a stage lineup, she would have been like all the way on stage right. It's kind of often barely your periphery, who is still standing up and looks fine, but her expression looks horrified at all this within this like memory vision, and then it's all gone. That kind of all happened in about 3 seconds.
Ash just starts breaking down.
Hey, what's... Oh boy. What happened?
I saw when Tom and crew took Lemmy and put a restraining bolt on him and hid him under the dumpster, and then with that old scenario, and then it's cut to when we found him, and then on the ground.
Hey, he scoots over and pats you on the shoulder. That's all in the past.
She looks down, and she's really not okay.
Yeah.
I was already feeling bad about leaving for good this time, but now I just feel worse.
You're doing what you gotta do. But hey, let it all out. It's all valid. And it does suck. What those kids did to you, what happened to them, it's all true. And it all doesn't feel great.
No true closure.
Hey.
Leave it.
I know what that's like. He swallows and pauses before saying that. But you can't let that eat away at you. If nobody's left to say the things that you would like to hear or apologize, he's like saying this all slowly, like it's hard to get out, then the only one keeping it on the surface is you.
I've tried my best to let it go the best I can and just roll off my back, but like it all being cut off so permanently like that.
I know. And it's never gonna go away 100%. And you can tell now he's like flowing these words out from experience. But every time you feel it, and then you let it go again. Or as many times as it takes. And that might be ad infinitum. He sighs and kind of slumps his shoulders and like gets his head next to yours while you're crying, and he's kind of, if you look over, joining in a little. There's a tear and then another that roll down his cheeks.
Don't you start crying now.
No, it's been, this stuff is bringing back things. Like I said, I dreamed about my master, and he left and made awful choices, and then he paid the price for those choices, and I never got to do anything or say anything about it. Then the only other person I really trusted, he died a good bit ago. Nothing I can do or say about that either.
That thorn in your side?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm also just so worried about what's gonna happen after we leave.
Hey, he puts a hand on your shoulder. I took care of this town for longer than, well, not longer than you've been alive, but I've been taking care of places like this. Been taking care of places like this since longer you've been alive.
I just don't want to leave a place worse than I found it.
If things do get worse, it won't be your fault. It'll be the Empire's. And apparently you'll be doing something about that. It's a lot more than you could be doing stuck here.
I just don't want I'd rather them tail us ad infinitum through the galaxy for stealing the senator's ship than taking it out on the good people here. I guess is my point.
I'll make sure that doesn't happen. I'll do my best at least. And hey, you're leaving this place better. If not for you and your friends, more people would end up how Tom did. Probably until that rock ran out of people.
I don't like thinking about that.
But it's a good thing. You don't gotta think about the details, but you did a good thing.
His voice is gonna haunt me for a while.
Yeah, unfortunately that only gets a little better. Or maybe you get better at processing through it and letting it go. I don't know. I'm old and still feeling it.
I mean, I can only hope it gets more manageable.
It will. And hey, you got good friends. to protect you. And this town has me. And that's when your comm goes off with Nyx's call. Because this is all happening at the same time.
Yeah.
And speaking of, Raestra,
Yep,
the best for last.
I'm sure.
You wanted to go meditate?
She has 2d6s to help her meditate.
Well, I'll re-roll in a d6.
Mm-hmm. Every roll in 2d6s.
She has 2d6s. She has temporary boost and one of my potent aptitudes.
Oh, okay.
And a reroll from Cal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's stacked.
Tell me all about it.
I'm gonna sit on the roof.
All right. And you're gonna open yourself up to the force. Breathe. Just kind of...
No, I'm gonna hold my breath and I'm going to hold my breath and smack my head, Justin. Beat the shit out of myself.
Blue.
I'm gonna wait until I pass out. That's how we're gonna see how. You know what? We're gonna. I was looking through my shit. You know what I'll use? I'm gonna use my brand new dice that I was gifted from Magic7. Thank you, Magic7.
They are very pretty. Hashtag non-spawn, hashtag...
Well,
Actually,
no,
hashtag
actually,
spawn.
hashtag spawn. They
It's a sponsor for you, but not for the show.
Yeah.
So I don't know how...
for me.
The
So
show's
I
not
get to say
sponsored,
hashtag.
Keaton is sponsored.
Well, this isn't
Could be a sponsor?
This isn't a transition into a sponsored ad. I just a dice company sent me free dice to review for my channel.
Just send us all dice, and we'll chill you on the podcast.
We'll show you on the podcast Magic 7. I will use my lovely diachronic blast set. That's what I'll use. Ow. Just pinched my
I want to avoid ads on this podcast so it could be as authentic as possible.
It's incredibly authentic. They're not sponsoring
We
the
roll
podcast.
dice. I'll chill.
So yeah. So I roll
Yes.
charisma.
And like I said, yeah, you've been a good girl. So you get to add your charisma modifier to this.
Yay. Naughty girls have to
Roll wisdom.
Naughty
have
use.
Ooh, I'm gonna take
the
that
dark side.
reroll. Are you shitting me?
You
Roll
still
the
your charisma's really good. You
2d6.
still have 2d6s.
Baby, I don't know how much that's gonna help. Ooh, bad first debut. Bad first debut, dice.
Maybe we won't chill.
Atrocious.
Tell me about it.
Well, on the die, my choices were a 2 or a 1.
Oh no. We'll take that too.
I'll take the 2.
It's 100% more than the 1.
And then on the d6s, I rolled a total of 5.
So 7 plus.
So 7 plus 3.
Is your charisma only a plus 3?
Yeah, 11.
10.
Well,
Yeah, 10.
10.
Absolutely fucking garbage. Love that for me.
Well,
You are new
10's
at
in the
this.
double digits. And you are new at this.
His...
And this roll was just to dictate a few details,
Oh, Pog,
which will go as follows.
I'm stoked.
It takes you a while. It's that scene in Kung Fu Panda 2 where Oogway's the turtle. What's the little white panda's name?
The red panda?
Shifu. Where Shifu's like, inner peace, inner peace, inner peace, inner. But you keep getting distracted by the sound of the storm, by like little rumblings of rocks, by the panting you can hear of Cao Sheen. Yeah. And you do hate this. You're just, jeez. And you're trying every once in a while, like a speaker muffled behind another room, you can hear the gears of the machine of the force, like ever so slightly, which makes it more frustrating. It's like it's there, but I can't get past this wall. And you breathing exercise like you learned at the temple. You empty your mind, which doesn't work very well. And because head very full.
Head so full all the time.
You even give it a 2 hits when that double doesn't help emptying it.
There is a non-zero period of time where Raestra thinks maybe this would be easier if I just jumped off the roof.
Yeah.
I knocked myself unconscious.
And then the last time you think that, you deem to give up. You huff out a breath and flex your legs to get out of this cross-legged position. But as you do, that's when the force kind of takes you. And it's tumultuous. It's like a wave came in and you weren't expecting it, and it, unpleasant. But that lasts like 5 seconds before you get your bearings and you feel the machine of the force and you hear it, all the gears, the machineries, the rotors. There's kind of one right next to you turning, and this rotor is, something's wrong with it. It's clicking, it's clicking, like when a car sounds off. And you you feel, and you understand that this is definitely around you. Like, you're still on this roof, but you're sensing what the force wants you to see now, and how you see through it. And you see that this is a combustion engine, and it kind of expands in size and engulfs you, and you're in one of the pistons, and you're seeing these fumes, these dark fumes, get pumped into the cylinder and then flow down and then explode, which is how combustion engines work. And then it pushes the piston, and you watch that happen once. It's in slow motion at first, and then the second time it gets a little faster, and then the third time, and then fourth, and the fifth is like in real time. And when you see then you see the explosion, and now it's kind of it transitions into the sound of a spinning lightsaber as you are taken by a memory. First Sister is sparring with the Grand Inquisitor.
Mm-hmm.
This is great. And the spinning lightsaber is providing a perfect shield as he kind of just strides toward you, arm out. And you have your newly upgraded and personalized lightsaber. Red's an upgrade. I don't know. It's chic. It's powerful.
No.
And you sort of in the style of like you watch the spinning blades, you set your jaw, and it's frustrating. Exactly the frustration you felt earlier. There's something in your way. You don't like it. And you, like Kratos in the new God of War, you take your shield and just with all your might forward and out. And it hits it at the hilt and sends it up and out. But the Grand Inquisitor takes the momentum, spins, and slices towards you again, which you block with your lightsaber this time. And he chides you. Yes. Use your anger. It is a fuel. That explosion of passion and desire consumes what is in your way. Use it, and your path will always be clear. And you kind of, as the lightsabers are clashed, like take the shield and him right in the torso, and it makes him take a step back, but he, gains his ground quickly. Yes. The dark side is strong with you. And you're kind of standing there panting, and everything kind of turns white. This like sparring arena was like black pillars. There's a lava pit. You were there in Jedi Fallen Order. Mm-hmm. the nice, lovely sparring arena.
And nothing bad happened there.
Nothing bad happened. But then everything flashes white, and you're kind of back on the roof, standing up all of a sudden. And somebody's next to you. They're translucent and glowing blue. He's right, you know.
Hmm?
You use your emotions, your strong anger and darkness. It consumes what is before you. What the dark side tricks you into overlooking, it consumes you as well. And he kind of waves his hand, and before your eyes is the memory you saw from Lemmy, the little mouse droid in a hamster wheel, spinning his treads until they wear out. It promises you freedom. And maybe even you feel like your chains are broken, but it puts you in a new set of chains and takes and takes. The only way out is to pull away. And then it shows the moment where the ship bumped into something and Lemmy fell and managed to get himself back up and scurried away. You saw this, and you pulled away. Now it's happening all around you. You must help them pull away, and he gestures to the street.
I'm not strong enough to do that.
It's untrue. There's much turmoil in your future, but you are strong enough. You are strong enough to pull away. And you're not without help. The Force is always with you.
I kind of wish it wasn't.
Unfortunately, not a choice we get to make. But it's okay to feel that way.
She just kind of stays quiet.
Is that too much, I feel? Or maybe just enough?
I don't know. Anything would have been too much. There's nothing to say.
It's disheartening when you're surrounded by darkness. But as much as the darkness is an explosive fuel that destroys and then feeds back in, the light is stronger. It will prevail.
Is that any better?
It can't get much worse than how things are right now. But you will follow your heart. I don't think it will lead you astray.
It did before.
People led you astray. You can't blame yourself for that.
No, I can.
You shouldn't.
It just doesn't feel any different. I'm not doing this because I want to. I'm never doing it because I want to. I never had a choice. And I still don't. Masters would say all the time that there was a choice. That of course it was a choice. But it's not, is it? It isn't. There's a right answer and a wrong answer. That doesn't make it a decision. It makes it a test. It doesn't matter. I didn't get a choice. I moved a wrench, and my whole life was dictated for me from that point on. I wish I'd never done it. I wish Buir had kept me at home. I wish he'd told me to stop doing it. I wish I didn't have to do any of it. I wish my choices weren't suffer for the rest of my life or turn into him. It's not fair. I'm not angry because I was hurt. I'm angry because I won't ever stop. Because all of you, both sides, just put me in a box and told me that that was where I was supposed to stay forever. And I hate it in here. I don't want to live a life where all I have to do is fight forever. I just want to go home. I just want to go home.
Then you will go home. Your peace was stripped from you by first the Jedi and then the Inquisitorius afterwards. And that was travesty. It's not what the Force would like. You trust in the Force, and trust in what you want and your heart. You feel like there is no choice, more than likely because you know the direction you should go.
All right.
I did tell you that your future has turmoil, but you will find peace. It's what Jedi strive for. Or should.
Sure.
The figure just nods and smiles. It's not like a what's the word I'm looking for? A smile with like mirth, but it's like an unknowing one. And then it kind of fades away. You're here on the roof still.
She just sort of sighs. There's a couple of seconds, and she's like, well, never fucking doing that again. And she gets up and goes back inside. Immediately looks at Rael and goes, that shit sucks.
What happened?
I don't know, something talked to me, and now I'm sad.
Well, join the club. He like gestures over to the table.
I had an unpleasant flashback.
Yeah.
I'm sorry meditating didn't work out well for you.
She shrugs. Went from not being able to do it to having it make me sad, so I don't know.
I mean, like, the path of healing takes, like, time, right? So...
Yeah.
A little bit of patience.
Yeah.
Never hurt anyone.
Yeah, I guess.
Especially patience with yourself.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Oh, there's no use in... Just fucking forget it. I don't know.
While we're having a pity party, you ladies want some mac and cheese?
Yes, please.
I got some boxes.
Yes,
Nick gets up
please.
to make mac and cheese.
Fuck yeah,
Meanwhile-
mac and cheese.
Meanwhile,
No,
Some
Nick's is at the
elbow
bar.
bits and cheese.
Nope, mac and cheese is at Galaxy's Edge. So
God damn it.
Raestra gets to
Unfortunately,
talk
yeah.
to my force uncle and I don't. This is bullshit.
Horse chose Raestra for a reason.
Huh. That makes two of us.
I get to... I had to sit on it until the scene was done because I didn't want to ruin the moment.
Be a Jedi.
In the meantime,
Get good. Yeah. You go through the
Sounds like a
metal
skill
doors,
issue.
the metal swinging doors, and there is a bum in like every stool seat of this bar, but like there's no revelry, no music, no like jaunty drinking. It seems like everyone is dive drinking.
Well, this is dour.
oh, we're just here for some water. Nix will walk over to the bar.
Yeah.
Like, can I get a couple of waters?
Yeah, just water. All right.
Cal just walks up and slams a fist on the bar. I'll have a milk.
Blue
doesn't
or
actually.
green?
Blue or green?
There's no purple? No purple milk?
Nobody talks about the purple milk. You don't ask about the purple milk.
Not on Sharikon.
No, it's because that's how fucking Samuel L. Jackson got his purple lightsaber. Was
No purple?
George
That could be
Lucas
purple.
just went up to him and was like, "Yeah, Jedi either have blue or green sabers."
Well, the bad guys, they have red,
No purple
and you know
saber?
the good guys, they have blue and green.
You're blue or green?
No purple.
Oh, no purple saber.
No purple?
There could be purple.
There could be purple.
I love that clip. I love that clip that he smiles at the camera and then the fucking Star Wars theme plays.
But yeah, no, he'll have a water. He's a fish. He likes water.
Two dusty waters coming right up. He fills. Well, it's like a glug glug glug. It's because it's from like a water
an old
cooler
tap.
like dispenser. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You boys planning on having a rousing afternoon with your water?
We're
Oh,
just
yes.
rehydrating after a jog.
How? Rehydration costs a credit each. You want to open a tab?
Cal will put a credit down. That's not necessary.
Nix will also put a credit down.
Now I have full credits. I have. We're going to the bar. You want anything? My life back. I have 12 credits.
12 credits. I have 5 credits.
All right, they had no tab. That's fine.
Not planning on being here for very long.
Yeah, you're not from around here. That's clear.
No, we are not.
Eh. Good talking to you. And he walks off to clean a glass.
Likewise. He gives him his water. What in the world is going on around here?
Who died?
Who died?
About 25 miners.
I'd say roughly 25 minus.
Yeah.
Right. You lose track.
I try not to.
You're at the end of the bar, and next to you is a portly fellow. Human.
Human?
Who is nursing his, like, actually larger than a shot. It's a mug of whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't smell great from where you're sitting, Nix.
Oh,
Okay.
let me guess. He doesn't like us.
I don't like you either.
Dog, I don't like me either.
Shut. That wasn't allowed,
Congratulations,
remember?
get in line. I'm first.
No, fuck you.
Take a number. I'm number 1. You're 23.
I'm a Jedi. 23 is so close to the front in comparison.
And he's looking to the other side, but then kind of slowly, like, lulls his head over to your side, and then there's, like, a start in his posture. Hey, you're one of those hired thugs that went down in the mines. You found all the bodies.
Yep.
He's pointing, like, a lazy finger.
Yep, that was us.
Well, one of them was my son, you know.
Oh, terribly sorry to hear, sir.
That you
My
cave his
condolences.
head into.
What? Say that again. Sorry.
He said, did you cave his head into?
Oh no, we found him like that.
You're sure you did. You mud scuffer.
Do I have something that can help? I bet Beast Trick would help
Listen.
now. His intelligence can't be high.
And before you do that, before you even do that, Nix opens his stupid mouth and he says, just drink.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. He does take another swig.
Looks like he ended up doing it. All right.
Next, maybe we shouldn't cause a scene.
Shouldn't what? Not causing a scene.
And with those words, Cal, you do notice that, like, this, like, verbal altercation, like, is happening in the corner, but, like, now it seems everyone's looking over at you and what's being said and what's being... It's like, if there were a piano playing, would have stopped. Would have been the...
Yeah.
You know.
We drank our waters next. I think maybe we should leave.
Yeah, I'm trust me. I don't want to be here longer than I need to. Nix will continue to finish his water, but be very aware that there are people now staring at them.
Yeah. Excuse me.
You're excused. Just some guy at the bar. Excuse me. You're excused.
Yeah. Well, all I know, if he turns back to you, you better be telling the truth about that. We don't...
Why would I lie?
Because you're outsiders. He like blinks.
One eye at a time.
No. It's not a lizard person. It's not a Trandoshan.
Yep, we're outsiders just passing through, helping out where we can.
It's awful convenient, I think. You came here right at this time. You're still here. What, gonna attend the funeral? Why? You already got a good enough look at those bodies.
Ashlyn knew them. Is out of respect for her.
Roll a persuasion check.
Sure. Did I remember? I have a charisma of 8. Persuasion 6.
Oh, great.
He is drunk off his ass, though.
A 6 is a 6.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know.
Oh, that little prissy favorite of Earl's that made her way off this planet and then had to scamper on back. Yeah, her. Not sure what she'd be doing at the funeral neither.
Do you just like listening to yourself talk, old man?
Maybe I do. He like gets in your face.
Cal is going to get up. Is there anybody in the bar that looks tough and is also kind of by themselves?
Nobody's by themselves. Like I said, it's pretty crowded here.
Damn it.
How many people are in here?
Oh, it's, at least 25.
I have another idea. I don't know if it'll work, but he is
Jedi.
drunk.
Yeah.
I would like to force whisper to this man,
Okay.
since I don't believe that would really, I don't think that would require much movement or much indication that I was the one doing it.
Okay.
Just to get his attention off of us.
This man. So what are you gonna force whisper?
Free drinks on me.
How to insult. I'm just trying to think of a good insult that doesn't require swearing because Cal doesn't swear yet.
Cal doesn't swear.
Yet.
We'll wait for the Waffle House sign to be read before that happens. Right now we're sitting at a cool lime green.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to know. When I force whisper, does it have to be in my voice? Can I not change my voice in any way when I force whisper?
Because you are whispering and projecting it into their mind only in a way that you could physically change your voice.
Okay. All right.
How good is Cal at impressions?
We're about to find
Mickey
out.
Mouse! I bought you all. I own you.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate.
Okay.
All right.
And hate.
Are you spitting out more conspiracy
theories?
Are you spitting out more conspiracy theories, you big old bantha?
And you do that in his other ear. You are to his right. You're doing this in his left ear.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It is
He's not even looking at him either.
quick.
He's just looking.
Yeah. It is surprisingly quick that this man turns in his stool, grabs the man that is next to him by the suspenders, and says, "What do you say to me? You nerve herder?"
Hey, you can't
Cal's
say that
just-
word.
Cal's just.
That's our word. No, I take that. Rewind. Erase that from history.
Cal's
It's an Alderanian slur. You can't say that on anywhere but Alderaan.
Cal's gonna turn to Nyx and just kind of jut his head towards the door.
So I wasn't done. You barely have time to do that because it seems tensions were high when that happened, because as soon as this man next to this other man is grabbed, he's already breaking his bottle to swing at
Jesus.
And much like a Western, just it breaks loose. A cantina fight, a cantina brawl.
Oh God.
Breaks loose.
A cantina catastrophe, if you will.
Yeah. And
Great.
that does mean that initiative gets to be rolled.
Oh
boy.
dear. Man, I just can't roll good today. 6.
I also am not rolling fantastic. I rolled a shoot. Where is it? Oh God, which one did I roll? Oh God damn it! That wasn't one.
Janaya, come on.
Hold on, I'm just gonna roll. Okay, 17.
17.
Yeah.
Nyx does get to go first.
Oh boy. All right.
But I think That could be next time.
Star Wars The First Resistance is a live play Dungeons & Dragons podcast using the Star Wars 5e system, which can be accessed for free at sw5e.com. Our podcast features the player talents of BubblingBrooke as Ashaa-kai, Practically Silver as Calchin Phimiir, Ben Lepard as Nyx, HitenNoRuroni as Raestra Akkan, and this Justin as the Game Master. Big thank you to Arcane Anthems for creating the theme song, and Wondrous Works for the key art. All relevant links are in the description. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, we'd love if you left a positive review and shared the podcast. It might help others find and enjoy the podcast as well. We can't thank you enough for listening to us goof around and tell stories. We hope you all join us for the next episode. Until then, may the Force be with you.